Hey guys, XR Merrick here, and today I'm just doing a little recap of Dallas. I know I haven't uploaded a little while, but I've been a bit busy. I got a new job, and then Dallas came around, so I had to prepare for that. Um, so I've just kind of been all over the place. But I just wanted to talk about Dallas. Dallas was a great event. Um, week and a half ago. I know I'm making this a bit late, but um, just didn't get around to it. So um. Yeah, no, I mean the event overall was really well done, and I had a lot of fun being able to go. And I just kind of wanted to break it down and kind of give my recap of everything that I did and you know all that. So yeah, I'm just gonna be going over it. So um, I went on the Friday. I know a lot of people went on Thursday, and I kind of wished I had done that just because um, it seemed like it would have been fun, but I wasn't able to make it just because I had work. So I left early on Friday and flew in that night. Um, I thought about going to the locals that night and like checking in that night, but um, I went and stayed with my parents, and so we went out for dinner because I knew I wasn't going to be seeing them like at all that weekend. So yeah, since they live in Dallas, I just went and stayed with them, which was really nice. Made things a lot cheaper. So I went early uh, Saturday morning, got all checked in. It was really interesting going to the check-in line and seeing Dan A Drive, just going down the line of check-in, just going up to everyone and shaking their hands. I thought that was very emblematic of the type of person that he is and the type of game that he's trying to make, that he's very passionate about. So that was cool to see. And we talked for a little bit. Um, he asked me about what I was on and everything, so that was a lot of fun. Um, but then, yeah, then I got checked in. I got my stuff, um, my Voldusk promo. I got another one as well later, which I'll talk about. And then my mat, which I realized I never opened. Um, Here, I'll even. How do I open it? I'll open it. Oh, I guess I did open it, but I don't think I ever took it out. I'll show it now. Woo! Yeah, so that's cool. Cool little map. Good to have. I'll probably still use my Throw Champion one, but that's just because that one looks cool. But this will be nice. I might when I get some more mats, I might try and put them like here or something. I don't really want to cover them up, my cool Legos, but I might try and find a place for them. Um, just so I can have some mats going on behind me. And then I also got my little badge, my little Tyrantlus badge, which I then later found the person out giving out the sundial ribbons. I was able to trade a sundial for it, which was a lot of fun. Oh, and then this clip had a realized I had this clip on here. There was a little plant that was on it, but I guess it got broken somewhere. I don't know where that went. Yeah, got my Voldusk promos. Um, and then yeah, just kind of waited for this tournament to start. Oh right, the Friday before I built my deck. I hadn't built yet. I didn't know what I wanted to play, so I kind of built deck built a couple days prior, and then actually I'd brought all my cards, so I just put it together the night before, and I just put together Thunder Fives. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was something that I knew that I didn't have to test at all. Um, Something that I could just roll up with that I was comfortable with. And at the end of the day, it's five, so I could probably do well with it, um, which almost happened, but I'll get into that. So yeah, I got checked in, met up with everyone, Julian and Caleb. Um, just kind of walked around, hung out. I stood in the merch line before everyone kind of realized, hey, this isn't moving at all. And I think that they're running out of everything, so we all just kind of got out. Um, but eventually, bracket started. Um, I'm trying to remember what each round was. Okay, so I just went and pulled up the event page just to see what I played against. Round one, I played against Weathercaster, and he was kind of on like Winds fives, kind of playing like Sorlet and P Gust, and it was cool. I ended up taking that one 2-1. Uh, I think I remember I ended up that game three. Um, he had some guys out. He was at like four spirits left. Um, he put two guys in attack, hit me, and I went, okay. Last two spirits, Arcolith, die. Um, and so that was a lot of fun. I loved Arcolith. Arcolith won me a lot of my games. Round two, I was up against Perky, who's a pretty good player. I ended up losing to Perky that round too, which was a bit disheartening. Um, they're on Lunar Aggro, that's right. Um, and that was really, really close game that we had in round two. Um, that I think, yeah, that one. So in that game, I remember I Arclithed, I summoned Arclith and was able to enchant onto two Ash Rabbits with it, which was awesome. That was such a cool play. But unfortunately, my grabs off of the double Ash Rabbit weren't crazy. I was able to use an Arcolith, or I was able to use a Hurricane, but then they chained Tsunami, and then they out my Arcolith the next turn, and I kind of like lost all my steam after that, um, which was really really unfortunate. But so I lost that against Perky, and then the next couple rounds, I won the next couple rounds. Was after round five, I was 4-1, which I was feeling really confident. And then my last three rounds were just miss after miss after miss. Um, that's right. Round seven, I lost against like cows, like Solar Foretell cows. And that deck was cooking. I don't. It was just like a very typical list. The guy had only been playing for like 2 weeks, but he was. I mean, he was like at that point, 4-1 with cows. He was, and then he beat me, right? So it was like 5-1 with cows. It was crazy. Um, but yeah, those last three rounds, I was just like, oh well, maybe I can still get top 16. Maybe I can still get top 32. And then I just like was like, okay, well now I'm 4-4. I can't really do anything. So it's unfortunate to like lose that late because then you feel like you wasted a lot of time. But I still had a lot of fun. Had a lot of really great games. Um, so yeah, so that was kind of day one, was just playing a lot of those games. Um, especially with those last three rounds, like obviously I lost, but I think a lot of it was I just kind of lost steam. Um, Playing for like 9 hours straight is so hard, especially I'm super ADHD, so it's it's really hard playing for that long. Uh, and then I also just like didn't see Ambrosia or Arcolith at all those last three rounds, um, which was annoying. At some point during that day, was able to go to the merch line. They were out of a bunch of stuff at that point, but I was able to pick up some stuff. Picked up, what did I pick up? Oh yeah, picked up two blisters. So I got Comalis and the Werepup promos. Here are the pulls. I haven't looked at these pulls since I opened them. I just stuck them in, but I'm curious. I got a Dragulus and a Necrolith. Looks like Lunar Phases. Yeah, just some random cards. Nothing too crazy. Um, picked up my boy, my goat, right here. Um, and then yeah, was able to get the marble um, spirits, which reminds me, I haven't opened this because I don't know if I want to open them yet because I only got one of them, so I'm gonna keep it sealed for now. But the Firestorm packs, um, we got those Firestorm packs at the opening at the grand ceremony, which was awesome. That was so much fun. Like seeing that was like, this is gonna be a really really fun weekend. So I got that. Let me go grab what I pulled. Yeah, so I'm gonna just pull out what I got. I think I already put one of these in my deck. The judge can get on to me about it later. My main hit, which I wasn't allowed to play in the tournament, which made me upset, was the Hollow Spirit, the Hollow Zaptor, one per box, so one per 36 packs. Really, really beautiful. When I first saw the art, I thought they were like, cute, but seeing it in person with like the hollow pattern, and like the new hollow bleed, um, this is just a really pretty card. It's so nice, so nice. And then I also got some other stuff. This out. Where'd I put these cards? I know I just kind of stuffed them into my binder because I didn't have another place to put them. Oh, this is another set of stuff that I haven't looked at since I pulled it. So I've got an Arachne's Lair. Really, really cool. I'm super excited for those. The spiders. Torchin. Really cool card. Waspire. Gonna FTKU. New Globby. New Brimmelinks. It's a cool card. New Scout, which sucks. Bad. New Warmite. That card's really cool. And then Nemistar and the new Werepup, which are both also good cards. So a cool pack. I think I see a lot of potential for a lot of those cards. So yeah, that was that Firestorm pack. What else happened that first day? Yeah, after that, after 8 rounds was over, we kind of checked back. Out of all my friends, none of them did particularly well, except for my goat, Julian, and Bo, both from the Atlanta region. They both made it into top 16. Super proud of them. Great guys. So, after that we went to the trade night, and a lot of that was just chilling. I went and played Dan there at trade night. He like walked in. He's like, "I'm looking for games," and I was like, "Yeah, we can play." He's like, "Okay, you're first," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't realize we were like going now. I didn't have my stuff was still in the car, so I had to go back out and grab it. Which that was a fun game. But Nabi champion of a drive is ridiculous, and I could not beat it. I could not beat a 5-1 that searched Divine Rune. It was ridiculous. He summoned full Gorix on me. I just kind of lost instantly. But I had a lot of fun regardless, and I got him to sign some stuff. For losing, he gave me Doppelgator, Reverse Stellar, or Stellar, just the TP2 one, and he signed it for me, which is cool. It's cool to have that. And then I brought this with me, and I got him to sign it, which is a prototype Pantera starter deck, which I got a couple months ago. You can hear little dice rolling around in there. there's only 50 of these, so um, I was like, let me get it signed. Let me make it a bit unique. I think it's a good thing to have for a little while, and it'll probably go up in price, and I'll have a cool little collector's item. So uh, yeah, I got that, and then trade night was fun. Um, Not a lot happened. I got back super late because we drove back to the hotel, but then I had to Uber back to my parents, so I didn't get home till like 1:30. So I was up from like 7 a.m. to 1:30. Just super long day. Um, and then the next day was a lot more chill. I went in a little bit later, got some games in with some people, and then did draft. Do I have my draft deck over here, or at least part of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this isn't my full draft deck, but this is what I was going with. Was like lunar phase stuff. Um, I got no stones, and I got a necrolith, so I was able to like ascend into a necrolith after a couple turns. I also got a Like a Void, which was nice, but I didn't have the full moon. It'd be crazy if I pulled the full moon. I might have won that, but um, I lost round one. Just from I mean, he had triple Armadon, which in draft it was super hard to out. Um, and then High Tide, which helped out some of my board, but draft was a lot of fun. I love draft. Draft is such a fun format, and my little draft tournament was kind of stacked. It was me, Caleb, uh, Josh Bean Soldier, and Danny Luke Von Karma. So, and there's a few other people. Dylan Quinton, who is my round one. Who else? I can't remember who else, but yeah, it was there was a lot of good players in there, so I had a lot of fun with that. Um, yeah, so I did draft and then kind of just chilled. I mean, I didn't do much for the rest of the day. Went around and talked to people. I wish I'd talked to more people, but some people that I wanted to talk to, I just didn't know what they looked like, so I didn't bother looking for them. Um, but yeah, I talked to a lot of people, especially a lot of the people who didn't make Top Cut. Um, I was able to talk to a little bit more. Um, and then watching Top 16 was good. I shout out to Julian who made it to top 8. Um, just had a great run. Heal Control is a cool deck. Um, and then I mostly watched the finals, and the finals was just phenomenal end to that whole tournament. Seeing Bo's deck, I played against Bo a number of times um, at the Cards HQ tournament, and just in the past in like other tournaments and like testing and stuff. And that deck has been what he's been on for a while, right? A couple months, and that deck is really cool. So it was good to see him not only do well, but just do well with that deck. And the Lunar Earth aggro deck was also really interesting. So it was cool seeing that final matchup. Um, but yeah, no, and then I don't know what else I did that day. I kind of just walked around. I think I had a little alcoholic beverage and then just kind of hung out. The um, food there was catered. And as someone who has been to a lot of conventions, I'm always so skeptical of like convention food or like event food, um, because it's just never good. But this was really good. I was quite shocked. I had like a barbecue pulled pork sandwich or something, and that was, I mean, like, was it the best food I've ever had? No, but it was like for what it was, being like an event food. It was pretty good, like actual catered food, which was kind of blew me away. And that's kind of what I took away from this event was it was just really, really well run. Obviously minor hiccups, uh, but all of the rounds went very, very smoothly. The catered food was good. The um the vendors, there could have been more vendors, but there was some vendors selling like sleeves, I think the first day. Um yeah, just an all around like really well run event, especially for the first event. I mean, it kind of blew me out of the water, especially, from what I've come expecting, Yu-Gi-Oh events, I haven't gone to too many, but I've gone to a YCS, I've gone to, regionals, and they're just fine, you know. So I've also gone to Smash tournaments, which are even worse. But you know, I had a lot of fun, and it was cool getting to meet everyone and see everyone. And it really, I haven't really been playing that much in the past month or two, as probably evidenced by the lack of videos. Um, I just haven't had a lot of time, but this really like hyped me up and made me like excited to get back into playing. I've been testing a little bit this week. I've been playing Clash a little bit. I built a new deck I want to try out. Um, and yeah, I've just really been trying to get back into the swing of things. I've got my Clash stuff coming in tomorrow, so expect a video of me opening that soon. I got the 250 order, so I've got 3 booster boxes coming in. But yeah, I'm just excited to like really dive back in and really grind out some testing. Um, so yeah, I think this game is a lot of fun, and I've had a lot of memories with it, a lot of love for it, and seeing it work so well in person at such a big event, and seeing all the staff do so well at such a big event, um, really just kind of re-energized me. Um, so yeah, if you liked me rambling for 20 something minutes, um, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment. I just wanted to recap, you know, what I thought of the event. So, expect more videos in the future. I'm gonna try and get maybe some Clash videos, some testing videos. Obviously, pack opening videos. When I get product. Um, so expect all that in the future. If you like the video, go ahead and leave comment, like, go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned.